So at the minute, this is my gear room, or more specifically, this half of the wardrobe is my gear room. When we first moved in, we got this Pax IKEA wardrobe that you can fully customise yourself. So Emily designed her half and I designed my half. Obviously I designed my half purely to house my camping equipment, as you do. So as you can see, a good portion of my wardrobe is took up by camping and outdoor equipment. So I've got this shelf at the top where I've got my sleeping bags and my quilts and pillows and stuff like that. Then I've got this small section of normal clothes. A good portion of it's took up by hiking and walking clothes like coats and insulated jackets. 2 drawers of normal stuff, my normal clothes. And then this entire drawer is taken up by all outdoor clothing like base layers, hats, gloves, walking socks, buffs, all hiking trousers that I always wear, microfiber towel. So all that's like outdoor clothing, all revolving around my hobby. And then at the bottom, I made sure to leave a big enough gap to get all this stuff under there. I've got like sleeping pads, massive box of hand warmers. If you watch my videos, you'll know why. Camping chair. And I've got this big crate that's just got all my other camping equipment in it. All my cook kits and hiking poles and tripods and dry bags and all the good stuff in there. And then I've got some tents stuffed down the side. Some tents in there as well, I think. So having this space in my wardrobe has been a godsend, but it can be a bit of a pain in the ass when I'm like packing for an adventure, stuff like that. I've got stuff strewn all over the bedroom, stuff plugged in everywhere on charge, and like, it's just a mess. So it's definitely time for an upgrade. So let's get on with it. So I'm going to turn this into my gear room. So my dream is to turn this into like a gear room slash YouTube studio. To hopefully have like a pretty cool backdrop to shoot like gear reviews and pieces to the camera, stuff like that. I want to make it look as cool as possible just for it to be a bit of a backdrop. We've just boarded it out, so as you can see, there's like sawdust and that everywhere that I need to clean up, which is step 1. So I'm going to get this all cleaned up and then I can show you what else I've got planned for this space. I've got loads of ideas for like potential storage solutions and things that might look quite cool. I've made some stuff myself at work, like a sign and some other bits like these, which I can show you later, but my plan is to have things hanging from them. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. What we need to do first is clear up some of this sawdust and start bringing up everything that I've bought. So yeah, let's crack on. I've been to IKEA and I've got myself loads of stuff to turn this into like a gear wall where I can have everything hung on there and make it into a cool backdrop. So let's see what we've got. So the first and most important thing that I need for my little plan is these. I've got myself 4 of these pegboards.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then I've got myself loads of little odds and ends, loads of different storage solutions that I can clip to these pegboards. I've got loads of these bungee cords that you can just stretch around your gear and hook it, and you can hold stuff to the pegboard with those. I've got 3 lots of these hooks. You can stand stuff on them or hang stuff from them. Then I've got 2 packs of hooks. These are like a shelf that you can stand stuff on. So I've got 2 of those as well. If you're interested in exactly what I got from IKEA, that's the range, that's the item number. I can put the product numbers of all the items that I got in the description of the video if you're interested. So I've got everything I need, I just need to sort of work out where it's all going to go. I think 4 pegboards should be enough to fill the space that I want to fill. 1 there, 1 there, 1 there and 1 there. So yeah, let's figure out how to attach these to the wall. Right, so what you want to do is find the centre point of the wall. So 160, so half of that's 80. Mark it. Don't worry, I'll do it myself. Between the 2 brackets there has to be a 16.5 centimetre gap, so from your centre point, if you measure say 8, right, or 8.25, from there, mark it, and then 60 centimetres that way, mark another hole, and then do the same on the other side. And then you want to put a mark 56.5 centimetres down, and that's your first hole, and then 60 centimetres that way, that's your other hole, and then so on the other way. Are you going to help or what? Yep, they should do. .851, so that's a 8mm drill bit. One thing I will say about these pegboards is I wish that each board had 2 brackets, one at the top and one at the bottom, but instead they have 1 bracket at the top and then one of these into it like that, so it's just like a little foot, which means that the bottom of them isn't anchored, which I think is a bit daft really. But I suppose with weight on it, when you're hanging stuff, it'll keep it flush against the wall, but yeah, I'd have preferred 2 brackets per board really. Anyway, it's going pretty well so far. This is the last board that I'm going to put on. Let's get the last one on. So that's my pegboards up. Along the bottom here, I'm going to put a shelf and have my boots and my walking shoes along there. In this bit here, I'm going to have a Robology sign, which I'm yet to make, but it's in the making. And then at either side, I'm going to have these brackets that I made, and I'm going to hang all my like insulated coats and down jackets and maybe waterproof coats on that side. And then I've got another one for this side that I'm going to hang my sleeping bags like in the storage sacks, because apparently you're not supposed to keep them compressed down bags because they don't loft up as much when you've had them compressed for ages, so you should really keep them in the big storage sacks. So I think they'll fit nicely on there. So I might mount these next, but I've also got 30 meters of LED like colour changing lights that I'm going to backlight all of this all the way around. I'm going to run some up the back of this, like right over, and then all the way down both sides, like right to the very end of the loft. So I think that's going to look pretty sick. Right, I'll see about getting these mounted. So I've drilled the holes for these, but would you believe I don't have a socket set? I found a socket, but no ratchet, so that's what we're rocking with. Adapt and overcome. Oh. That's one way to do it. Wait for it. What are you doing? Yeah, I'm fine. I knew I'd get in trouble. So there we go. Pegboard and my hanging brackets. Let's give it a little test, shall we? Nice. Yeah, I'm well happy with that. So next thing, I guess, is to put the lights up, but that's going to have to wait for another day because I am knackered. But yeah, really happy with that. It is boiling up here today. It's 24 degrees outside, so in here it's like a sauna. Anyway, despite the heat, I've managed to get my shelves up. I've put 2 here, and I've also put a shelf above the plug sockets there, so it can be a bit of a charging station. Everything can sit on there. I might even drill like a hole up through the bottom of it so the wires can go through. And I've also managed to get all the lights up, and it looks sick. I didn't film it because it was a real pig of a job. I was boiling out, all the strips kept dropping off because of all dust and stuff on these beams. You get these little clips to hold the light with like a little screw that you tighten up. But the thing is, I put them on the back side of this eave, or whatever you call it. Who's she? So obviously I couldn't get in with a screwdriver or a hammer or anything to tighten the screw, so they just kept dropping off. It was getting late, it was like 11:30 on like a work night. My girlfriend were in bed and I were up here, and I didn't have time to be like messing about filming, but I'll show you where they are. It was definitely worth the effort because they look sick. I've just tidied up, had a vac around and like wiped everything down and stuff. So now I'm ready to start bringing my gear up, and then I'll show you the final reveal.
I keep on telling you well. You don't come home from that town. I keep on telling you well. You don't come home from that town. I keep on telling you well. You don't come home from that town. I keep on telling you well. You don't come home from that town. I keep on
Well, I'm covered in sweat and I'm knackered, but here we are. The finished gear room slash YouTube studio. What do you think? I absolutely love it. I'm made up with this. It was worth the effort. I hope you enjoyed watching me do this, and if you did, please give it a like and consider subscribing if you're not already. If you are new to the channel, I usually go wild camping and hiking, and I do a few gear reviews, stuff like that. So if you've seen anything behind me that you want to know more about, just leave it in comments. Everything behind me I've owned for years and years, and I've used it time after time. So I'm comfortable giving you like an honest review on everything behind me, instead of just like opening a packet and telling you to buy something. Anyway, thanks again for watching and making it this far. I really do appreciate it, and see you at the next one, guys. Peace.